Hello and welcome, friends. Welcome to another episode where I review vintage writing instruments. Today I have for you two German pieces, two Pelikan pieces from the 1950s. They were quite popular. And we are going to talk about the Pelikan 140 green striped and the mechanical pencil Pelikan 350. So they are both well made Pelikan products, German products from the 1950s. And I want to start, guys, with the Pelikan 140. This fountain pen was launched in 1952 and it was produced till 1965, and it replaced the old Pelikan Ibis model. This model is often found in this green stripe. Let me give it a little zoom, guys. So this model is often found in this green stripe, and the other colors are less common, but this entered my collection strangely enough, last one. So for being such a popular color, it entered my collection only a few weeks ago, and I bought it for an incredible price, guys. So I paid for it only 310 lays, including the shipping cost. This means I paid only 62.63 euros or 68.71 American dollars. I have with me the other colors which are less common, and I have the black one, which was produced between 1952 and 1965. I have the green one, the little Gruner, as I call it, and this variant was produced between 1952 and 1955. And I also have the dark blue one, or the indigo one. This variant was produced between 1952 and 1955. I still lack from my collection the gray one, which is quite rare because it was produced only in the first year in 1952, and the burgundy one, which was also produced between 1952 and 1955. But the variants of the 144 will have their own special video, and I think that I will publish that video in the near future. Now let's concentrate on our fountain pen right here. So there are lots of variants between 1952 and 1965. But now I'm going to show you the different traits of this model, and we will see roughly the year it was produced. So when I receive a vintage Pelikan, I always check the ending of the cap for me to see the logo, which is the model with two cheeks, or depending of the evolution of the logo, it can have three cheeks or one cheek. But you can see on this model that the top of the cap has no imprint of the logo, and this is a clue that the cap was made before 1954, because all the other Pelikans 140 which were produced after 1954, they all have the logo. Next, we have this engraving Pelikan 140. which is present on the which is engraved at no. So you can see that this is a narrow clip. No. We have here a cap engraving, and we can see Pelikan 140. Pelikan 140. This was also, and this engraving was present after 1954. So interesting. We have a top end of the cap which was specific to the models made before 1954, but the engraving on the ring was made after 1954. So we have different combinations of different pieces because, of course, they were all stock pieces in their factory and they used them till they were replaced by the new elements. Okay, guys. Another interesting thing at the end of the barrel, and I hope you can see we have some engraving. So, Pelikan 140, Gunther Wagner, Germany. This was specific before 1954. Also, before 1954, on the turning knob of the piston, there was mentioned, thermically engraved, the size of the nib. But after 1954, we don't have that engraving, and this model doesn't have that engraving. And another clue, we unscrew the cap and we can see this type of Pelikan 14 karat 585 nib. The design is made with the so-called third tree nib. You can see that they have those specific branches of the tree, and that branches go all the way to the center of the nib. This was made only on the fountain pens produced in the last period of 1954. So, different clues about this fountain pen. And let me tell you, this is one of my favorite Pelikans from the 1950s. It is wonderful, practical, and it had great success. I will also leave a leaflet from 1953 regarding the price of this fountain pen. But also you will see on that leaflet the prices of this beauty. This is a mechanical pencil, guys. So it uses a lead. You can see here the lead. And the size of the lead is 1.18 millimeters. If I press the end button, we can see the system of the mechanical pencil. It is a repeater mechanical pencil in the sense that if I push on it, the lead will come out. This is a quite elegant design. It has a quite performant brass made mechanical system inside of it, and it is simply wonderful. As you can see, this could be a set. I like those gold trims about those fountain pens. Maybe the clip of the fountain pen is a little bit thicker and this is narrower, you can see that the gold plating has stood the test of time. It's interesting this contrast if we have the black cap and those celluloids on the fountain pen. On the mechanical pencil, we can see that we have this black plastic and this celluloid. It could be also the black part, it could be also celluloid. I'm not so sure, guys. On the mechanical pencil, I have this logo, and maybe you can help me if you recognize this logo. It should be from a German industry, a German firm from the 1950s or the 1960s. And I will also leave on the screen some leaflets with the prices of the mechanical pencil back in the 1950s. And speaking about the price, I bought this recently. In the same period, I bought this one, but from a different seller. And guess what I paid for this beauty, guys? So I paid an unbelievable price of only 100 lace, which roughly translates to only 20.21 euros or 22.17 American dollars. So I think I did quite nice. This is a wonderful pair. I like this green stripe color. In fact, when I speak about Pelikan, I think of this green stripe color, and I have also, you can see here, my Souvron M800 from 1987, the first year of production, and it also has those beautiful green striped pattern to it. When I think of Pelikan, the first color in mind is this color, and maybe the classical black color with gold trims. So, guys, two iconic pieces from the 1950s. I hope you've enjoyed this review. These are quite nice examples, and it is a pleasure to own them in my collection. So, before I will do the writing sample, because I will do the writing sample with both of them, although a mechanical pencil writes like a mechanical pencil with a lead of 1.18 millimeters, some viewers consider that I should do the writing sample of each and every instrument, including the ballpoint pens. And why not? I want to please as many viewers as I can. And before I will start the writing sample, I will leave the dimensions of this beautiful fountain pen on the screen. And also I will leave the dimensions of this beautiful mechanical pencil on the screen. And guys, before I will do the actual writing sample, I think that I need to change the angle of the camera for you to see better what I'm doing. Okay, quite nice. So I believe that the fountain pen is already filled, but I will try to show it to you. So it is a piston filler. You turn this knob and you can fill it up with ink. Okay, so I have, maybe a little zoom will be okay, yes. And let's focus on it. Okay, I have here a Pelikan 140 green striped. It was made in Germany. And because it has all those elements, guys, I think it was made in Germany, right in the transitional period. So I will date this from around 1954 till, let's say, 1955, because it has both elements which were pre 1954 and after 1954. Like I told you, the old parts which were produced in large numbers were used even on the new models till the stock was depleted. Okay, so we've established the period. Now we will concentrate on the beautiful 14 karat 585 gold nib. And I must tell you guys, this is a dream of a nib. And for you to see better, I will give you a little zoom. So, why did I give this little zoom? All that you want in a gold nib is present on German vintage fountain pens from the 1950s, and this is no exception, guys. So, although we don't have the mention of the size of the nib on the turning knob, and you can see we don't have that mention engraved on the nib. I think by the way it writes, we have an F for a fine nib. But what I want to tell you, and I want to show you, it is the slight flex to this nib. It is a wonderful, wonderful trait that all the German fountain pens from the 1950s they have. Let me try to see if I can show you. So maybe I can zoom a little bit more. Yes, guys, I want to show you that those little tines, they spread apart and they deliver this little flex. So definitely we have a little flex, a flex little flex to this beautiful gold nib. Maybe I can show you more. Yes, you can see this variance. Speaking about variance, let me test the line variance. So this no pressure and this pressure. So definitely we have also a line variance. It seems to be a wet writer, but let me test it for you guys. Quite wet, as you can see. Now let me try to see how, if it's possible to do a signature with it. Yes, quite nice. And why not? Let me see if we can reverse write with it. So here I will try to reverse writing. It's definitely a possibility, guys. No scratch, no loss of ink flow, and it writes like an extra fine one in comparison with the F normal style of writing. So quite nice. I'm quite pleased. Now let me change, yes, the angle of the camera, because I want to tell you about the fox. So the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Quite a nice nib, guys. And when I think about the incredible price of only 63 euros or 69 American dollars, I think I got this for a steal. A wonderful piece and a wonderful writing instrument. Now, guys, at the request of the audience, I will show you also some writing samples with the mechanical pencil. So, I have here a Pelikan. Ooh, right now I had some problem with the mine. So when I have this problem, you probably know how to dismantle this pen. I will also leave a photo with it being dismantled. But I think that it is like a classic mechanical pencil. And with this in mind, let me see if I can dismantle it. So definitely I can twist this part, and I hope I won't ruin it. No. Well, I definitely don't want to ruin this, guys. So let me check out if I have some additional LEDs inside of the it. So I will simply pull this ending, and we can see a rubber right here. And I have something here. Let me see. Oh, I don't know what this is. Well, I'm not a mechanical pen collector, so it's definitely something here, but I don't want to. It seems that like there is some something inside of it. So it should open like this by twisting it. But now it doesn't open. So I'm sorry guys, but just I don't have spare mines. I will try to see if I can open it. I don't want to break it. And yes, you can see the other mines. So yes, back to the writing sample. This is a Pelikan, a Pelikan 350 mechanical repeater pencil, and it is fitted with a 1.18 millimeter LED. LED. Okay, now being a mechanical pencil, you can do this with it, you can take notes with it, and also you can erase them. Let me show you also the eraser, but only just for a second. I will try to erase some part of it. So you can see, not uh, such a good eraser, but nowadays we have better erasers, and I think they will do a good job, guys. So another fountain pen, so another writing instrument, beautiful instrument made by Pelikan. I'm sorry, I don't know how to dismantle it, but it definitely has a brass mechanism inside, and I will leave a photo that I found on the internet of it being disassembled, and I also found a nice photo on the internet with the original warranty and the original box it came in, and of course the price from a catalog from 1953. So guys, this was my review. I hope you liked it. Wherever you are, I wish you to have a nice day. I want to thank you for your time, guys. I'm quite proud to have this beautiful pair of matching green striped Pelicans from the 1950s. I bought them again for an unbelievable price, guys. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you've learned some new stuff from this video. They are common enough and I'm pretty sure you will also find on the market a good deal for you, especially if you live in Europe. They were quite popular in 1950s. They were bestsellers of Pelikan, and they were producing great numbers. So I'm sure you will find yourself a decent pair like I have right here. If you've enjoyed this review, please subscribe to my channel. Again, have a nice day. Thank you for your time. Take care of yourself. We will see each other at the next episode. Till then, bye bye and God bless.